Hi everyone. We are live because we want to talk to you about this gorgeous boy called Dali, who is looking for a home. He's currently with Louise. Hi, Louise.
Hi.
And Louise is living down in Portsmouthy way, aren't you?
Yeah, Portsmouth, Fareham, in between Southampton
There you go.
along
So
the south
Dali
coast.
is down in Portsmouth, Fareham, in between Southampton and Portsmouth, and he is in foster with the lovely Louise and her family. Um, Now we are looking for an adoptive home for this amazing Jindo, and he is an amazing Jindo. He's a redhead, so he's a
Mm.
very foxy looking boy. He arrived in the country, if my notes are correct, on the 22nd of June. So, how many weeks is that? About 8 weeks, Louise?
7 weeks now,
Seven
coming
weeks,
into.
7 weeks.
Yes.
And he came out, as soon as he came out of his transport crate, he was in good shape, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Emotionally in good
Mm.
shape, Louise.
Very. He's a very intelligent boy. You can see him thinking about things, but he's a very brave boy. And he just came out of his shell so quickly. It was amazing.
He really did. He really did.
Mm.
He amazed us. He
Surprised us.
amazed
Yeah.
us all. So
Mm.
this is what Dali looks like.
Yeah.
A beautiful, beautiful redhead. Kilogram wise, are we talking 22-ish kilograms, Louise?
I think on his notes it says 26,
Yeah,
so I'd say that's probably more accurate.
yeah.
But he's a big boy, but he's so light with it, if that makes sense. He's very gentle, and you don't feel his size because he's just very calm and very gentle. He's easy on the lead. He doesn't pull or anything. He's an exceptional boy, special
So,
boy.
so he's an exceptional boy. He's very light on the lead. He's light and gentle. He's about 26 kilos, which is not quite as big as a kind of a traditional lab, really, or somewhere around about that sort of weight. And he's a perfect Jindo. We do need a cat-friendly home, sorry, a cat-free home. We definitely need a cat-free home. I'm just going to put some photographs up, and Louise is going to talk us through these photographs. So, when was this photograph taken, Louise?
This particular one
Yeah.
was taken, I believe it would have been the very first or second morning that Dali was with us. This is
Wow.
how relaxed he was from the beginning. He's within the boundaries of the house. He immediately became very relaxed and quite contented, as you can see from the way he's just pretty chilled there.
I mean, that photograph from morning one or morning two is absolutely
Mm.
exceptional. And I know he blew our socks off, really. So when we've been chatting with you about who he is and how he is, it's been a remarkable story.
Mm.
Let's show the next photograph. Oh, look at this boy next to the
Yes.
flowers.
He just loves, he became almost a regular dog straight away, going out on walks. He can still be a little bit scared of certain things, but generally speaking, he's just loves the usual things any dog does, getting up for his breakfast, going for his walks, coming back, a bit of playtime, and then just chilling. He's the most chilled out dog. I've had a lot of dogs, and a lot of dogs have come through these doors, but he's probably the most relaxed and chilled out dog ever. And considering his background, it's remarkable. And this is what he loves doing. He just loves going and finding a place to just lounge around and just take it all in.
What a fabulous boy. What sort of things do worry him? Because
Mhm.
usually our Jindos, everything worries them at the start, and that's
Sure.
not the case for him. So when you're
No.
out on a walk, what are the things that worry him, and what do you do about it, Louise?
Okay, so the first thing going out was, I mean, he was fine going out the door because I know have a lot of them have a lot of problem just going out of the gate, but he
Yeah,
was quite happy to come out with our other dog at the time, and then it was just sort of like vans, really loud, loud sort of
Mhm.
vehicles, and then he'd just stop and look at them, and we'd just reassure him it's fine. We'd stop, let him look at them. And now it's very rare that he even flinches when they pass, unless it's a really noisy one, which make most dogs flinch. And then just with people saying hello, he's braver in the house if they come into the garden or the house saying hello, and outside it's different. We just say, oh, just let him come to you. And again, I'm seeing as we walk along, talking to people, and he just sits down and lays by my side. And then
Right.
we'll walk off, and I'll say, were you just touching Dali?" They say, "Yeah, I was stroking him." So he's definitely, coming out already on that side of things. His, confidence is, yeah,
Amazing.
improving, yeah, every day.
Amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let's show the next photograph. You can talk us through this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just this is one in the lounge before we got our new sofa. We got a new sofa since then. New rug coming this week too. And he's just, this just shows you how comfortable he is. This before he would sit back on one of the beds behind the sofa in the dining area, and then he just got braver to think, yeah, I'm just going to come and sit in with all of you. And yeah, that's just how he is now. He's just, his confidence has just grown and grown, and he likes to be a part of the family, basically.
Fantastic. I'm going to show a little video because this video is also remarkable. So let me just get rid of this photograph,
Mhm.
and you can talk us through, if you would, you can talk us through this short video, which is really remarkable.
Oh, this one, he amazed all of us. So we came home in the early hours of the Thursday morning, and this was on the Friday when my son came to visit, and he just picked up a ball and started kicking it around. And as you could see, Dali was, he's so playful. He just loves balls. They came armed with a whole load of squeaky tennis balls as gifts, and he just loves them. He's, yeah, definitely ball crazy. And we found in the garden, it's a great way of getting him to come back to you, sort of practicing on recall. It's been pretty effective. So
Really good
yeah.
point. Really good point. Let's just watch that again. I mean, I marvel at this. The way that he's one, playing with your son, two,
Yeah.
he's interested in the ball, three, is going to the ball regardless of your son's feet being around. I mean,
Yeah.
there are so many levels of courage and happiness here.
Totally
Um,
amazing.
it's just remarkable.
Mm.
He is absolutely incredible. Let's go
Is.
back to the photographs. Let me just see if I can pop the next one on.
Yeah, that's him with Bad Boy Kaiser. So we're hoping he's some kind of role model, but I think Dali's more of the role model than Kaiser. The one good thing about I will say about Dali is he doesn't bark. I mean, Kaiser is the noisiest dog ever, and Dali, we've heard a couple, but nothing. He's quite happy and content just to wag his tail and look at you. So, yeah, and as you can see, this is the bed that Dali has chosen. So it's his bed. He's got a spare cover for it. And Kaiser wants everything that any of the others have. So that's him barging onto Dali's bed.
But how lovely is that? Now that's two boys together.
Yeah.
Roughly, when was that taken? Can you remember?
Oh, yeah. Again, I mean, he took to both our dogs so straight away, basically. So that would have been probably within the first week or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's incredible. He is a remarkable boy.
he is.
So he's not bothered about Kaiser, a big, energetic boy coming and sharing his cushion, his bed with him at all, is he?
No, he's not. I don't think they've had any spats, to be honest. Maybe a little bit of a, "Or get away from me," the usual, but nothing of any consequence at all. So
Right,
it's,
right.
yeah, and absolutely
So
lovely.
occasionally does Dali need some space to himself, or
Um, I don't see that he does that much, but he
yeah,
does. I mean, he will sit back. I think we put his bed behind, so he can either just go and lay on his bed, or he'll come in with us. It depends really, but he's got that space, and we've got a conservatory off that room that you're looking at, where any of the dogs can go. It's usually my older dog Tia, the lab, that likes to get a bit more space than these boys. To be fair, I think yeah, Dali's he's yeah pretty confident that he doesn't really need that much space. He doesn't appear to, but it's there if he wants it.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Someone's just said hi. Unfortunately, if you're listening to this, we can see your comment, but we don't know who it's from, except that it says it's a Facebook user, which is great. So hi.
Hello.
Good. Yes. Good to see everybody. And if you're watching this after the event, good. Check this boy out because he is remarkable. You know what we're like and how we rehabilitate the dogs and the processes that we go through. You just have to read the guidance notes to have an inkling of that. And this boy is super remarkable. So this photograph, Louise.
Yeah, again, I mean, early stages, I think it just really just sums him up. He's just so chilled and relaxed. I can, as I say, I've said it before, he is the most relaxed dog I've ever had, in my life, really. He's just, yeah, he just takes it all in, and he's just contented as well. He doesn't expect anything, he's just, um, yeah, he's super cool. He's um yeah, you can leave him unattended. We've been out as usual sort of hours that you'd leave your dogs for. He sleeps downstairs with Tia and Cookie, and not a problem at all. He's, just pleased to see you in the morning.
So he would fit right in, wouldn't he? He would fit right in.
Yeah,
Fantastic. He's about 3.5 years old
he
now.
is.
We all of their dates of birth are estimated. So the vets in Korea assess them to see how old they think they are, and then they give them a suitable date. And usually that date is the date that they've been rescued. So his date of birth is oh, I
I
can't
know.
remember. It's
It's
January anyway.
January 2019.
That's it, January
Mm.
2019. So he was probably rescued then. Let's have a look at this photograph. You can. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he just looks like a big fox there. He's just beautiful, isn't he?
He is.
He just, as I say, he's quite happy to just curl up with the other dogs or be on his own. He's so adaptable. He seems to just adapt to whatever situation he's in, really, and be quite
And Kaiser
happy.
seems to really like him, doesn't he?
He does, and as you probably know, Weimaraner's can be quite aloof,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but yeah, it's been amazing with him. To be honest, he was our worry, but needn't have worried at all because, as you can tell here, they're both
Fabulous.
they're both pretty
Fabulous. Let's
relaxed.
have another. Let's have a look at another video. So
Mhm.
I'm going to pop this video, and you can talk us through this video as well.
Yeah, that's him just playing with one of his squeaky balls. And if you could hear it, it was just going squeak, 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 squeak. He just loves I think that would, yeah, there you go. There's the squeak. He just loves chasing balls and picking them up, and he'll go and collect them all, and he'll sit down with 3 or 4 around him. Then
Will he?
Kaiser will come and pinch a few off him, and he'll watch Kaiser while he's not looking and go and pinch them back. Yeah, you can really see his character coming out now as well, and he's got a little cheeky part to him as well, really sweet part. He's
Well,
just yeah, he's a very special boy.
what a lovely boy. So, again, our dogs are often not familiar with balls and playthings, so we have to teach them to engage with things like balls. And my guys, I mean, Ron can't cope with a squeaky toy at all. He absolutely can't cope with it. Some of them can, but some of them can't. So the fact that he's walking around the garden
I know.
squeaking that ball in his mouth is incredible. I've just noticed, Louise, you've gone really, really dark. Have you got any opportunity to put a light in front of your face
Uh,
somehow?
bear with. Shall I put the light on in the room? See if that makes
Yeah,
any
let's see if
difference.
that makes a
Bear
difference.
with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It
much
has got a
better.
bit darker since we started, actually.
It
The
has. It
darker
has.
nights
It's
are
got.
coming in. No.
I know. I know. The heat wave and the darker
Yeah.
nights are
Well,
drawing in.
we might get green grass again. You never know.
Well, whatever colour of the grass, I think this
Yeah,
boy is very, very
he hasn't
happy.
mind.
So,
Talking about noise, Louise,
yeah.
sorry to butt in. Um, Another thing that's remarkable about him is he's not bothered about you hoovering. It doesn't scare him. He just sort of gets up and walks into another room. And yeah, it's because when I first started hoovering, I thought, oh, I better see where Dali is. And then he was just laying there, and then he just looked at me and just sort of tootled off to the next room. Wasn't bothered. So that's a real plus as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, he's sort of bomb-proof, really, isn't he? Which is
Yes,
just
it
quite a
is.
remarkable boy. Let's have a look at the next photograph that you've
That's
got.
him with my Tia.
This is him
That's
and Tia, isn't
so
it?
that's Tia, and she's 12 years old now. She's riddled with arthritis, bless her.
Oh,
So she doesn't come on our big walks anymore. And she's not very tolerant all the time, but she has been with Dali. So
wow,
he's obviously got something about him that makes him likable to other dogs. And normally if a dog does that to her and lays by her, she'll get up and walk off in disgust. But no, she laid there for an evening with him, just like that. So
wow,
sweet.
wow. He's incredible. Like I say, he's absolutely incredible. So we've got all these good things. What we need is we need a cat-free home for Dali. That's what we definitely need. So he can live with dogs and he can live with teenagers, and he's quite happy with the hustle and bustle of a busy household, isn't he, Louise?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Mm,
Yeah, he can.
brilliant.
I think he'll settle into most environments. I think he'd also do well if he was an only dog, and he'd lap up all the individual love if that was the case, and be love to meet other dogs out on the walks
Yeah,
and what have you. So I think he's pretty adaptable. I think he just he's you can see what he's got to give. So it's
yeah.
more what people can offer him because he deserves so much and more.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We only have the best adopters. We only have the best adopters. So I'm just going to flash that up, which it says, please adopt Dali. So we're looking for a real dog-centric, dog-friendly home without any cats or little furry creatures. Um, that's what's really important. We can hear all the really positive things about this little boy. I'm just going to show you this photograph. So that's a wonderful photograph. When was that taken,
And
Louise?
again, this was really early on as well, as you can see, because
Wow.
we still got grass. So this was when he first came, and yeah, just one evening we're sitting out in the garden and they're all just, as you can see, posing for the pet photo. Even look at Dali and
No,
Kaiser, the two males.
amazing,
And
amazing.
yeah, it
Is-
was just it was just a good photo opportunity when I sort of called them and they all looked up and I just thought, well, again, you can just see how relaxed he is,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
yeah, just
And again, in that photograph, people would think that's fairly unremarkable, but we know it's very
mm,
remarkable because there is your lovely hubby sitting there on the floor. Dali is sitting next to him. So we've
mm,
seen him playing with a teenage boy with a ball, with a squeaky toy. We've seen him cuddled up with Tia. We've seen him cuddled up with Kaiser, and we've seen him right next to your hub,
mm,
who is a man, obviously.
yeah,
And he is, I mean, it's an incredible, incredible boy, absolutely incredible boy. So we're looking for a really great home for him. Our process is, come and chat to us. Ideally, we'd love someone living close enough to you, Louise,
mm,
ideally, simply because we'd like people to meet him a few times.
yeah,
Um, if they have dogs of their own, we'd like him to meet their dogs. And that process, we don't want to suddenly just pick him up and take him out of your environment and shock his system. I think he'd cope very well, but we don't want to do that. We would rather
no,
do this gently with a couple of meetings. So just bear in mind the geography of it. But we're really super, super, super keen to find him a great home. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And then we'll pop in this video here and you can tell us about this. What's this?
I think this was literally the morning after. You can
Wow.
see because he's still got a lot of loose fur on him. So I wasn't attempting to comb him yet, but I think by the end of the day I was combing all that loose fur off him, and he was just intent on meeting the dogs, because we'd sort of kept them apart obviously at the beginning, and there was absolutely no problem. As you can see, he was. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, but yeah, he was just checking Tia out, and again, like I say, she wasn't telling him off. I think she
No,
was trying to
bless
get
him.
away from him, but
Yeah, just leave my bottom alone, please. But he that's the way our South Koreans meet each other,
yeah,
in the kind of traditional doggy sense of and checking things out. Um, and Jenny always baths them before they transfer over into or are transported by plane. And it does blow their coat. Um, so some dogs don't like to be touched yet, so we have to work on that process of being touched. And we've got a number of dogs at the moment that we're working on building their confidence in the new homes. So the fact that you can brush his coat
yeah,
is like, what? I
amazing.
mean, he on so many levels, this
I
boy is
know.
absolutely incredible. So
Yeah,
did you just get the Furminator out, and was it a
yeah.
Furminator or a
I
brush?
just let him smell it, and yeah, just started combing away, and he he was fine with it. I had about 2 bags full of fur, I think, and
Wow.
so I give him a little brush up every day now, and he's. I mean, with us handling him, he's pretty good with everything now. I mean, I've been able to look at his paws and things. He rolls over onto his back for his belly rubs while you're doing it. Yeah, he's just, I keep saying like a regular dog. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously there's going to be probably things on the way that are going to maybe, well, I doubt it, but there might be something that might come up and startle him. But I think sudden movements still do sometimes if you appear from nowhere. But then that's kind of quite standard anyway with dogs, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think, as I say, he's yeah, I can pretty do anything to him now. I think,
Fab.
if I wanted to bath him, I could bath him. Yeah, I think he's, his confidence with us is, yes, and it just shows you in such a short space of time
Yeah.
how, how that's developed.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
he's really pleased now when my son Tom comes in. He doesn't live here, but he's got that bond with him. He's pleased to see him when he comes in. Yeah, it's
Have I
beautiful.
been calling Tom a teenager?
He'll be 21
Oh
in
my God, I'm
December.
so sorry, Tom.
That's all right. He
I
won't
don't
mind.
know why I said that. I think it might have been
But
the shorts.
we've had yeah, it is, yeah. We've had teenagers here, so I think the youngest we've had she's been about 10, and yeah, it's fine. We said don't go sort of, be careful how you go up to him, and he was fine. He let us stroke him by the end of the evening. Just said don't smother him because children tend to like to smother the animals, don't they? And
Yeah.
I think he's fine as, as long as he's comfortable with
Yeah.
how he's being handled.
Well,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. It's a fantastic boy that you have there in foster. We are looking for an adoptive home for Dali. If you would like to adopt Dali, then what we would like to ask of you is that you email us, or you contact us through any messenger, whether it's on Twitter or
Mm.
YouTube, or whether it's on Facebook. You can message us, you can put a comment in, we will respond to it. You might remember that we did a video like this for Humphrey, and I am taking Humphrey down to meet his potential new family on Saturday down in Hampshire. So that's going to be very exciting, and we're hoping all of that goes really well. And Humphrey was seen through the video, so we're giving it a go for Dali as well. Just to say to everybody, on Wednesday evening, early hours of Thursday morning, we have another 4 doglets coming in. So I'll comment, I'll do a post about that as well. And I may even go live whilst we're out there on the road transporting the dogs. I may or I may not. I'll give that some thought. So thank you very much indeed for watching. Thanks for watching the recording if that's how you're watching it. And I'll just put this up again. I would like to say a big thank you to Louise and her family, to Tia, also to Ziggy and to Kaiser. Thank you so much for looking after him so well and giving him a great start in the UK. And what we really want is a fabulous home to come forward and to recognise this brilliant Jindo and adopt this gorgeous boy. So we're looking forward to hearing from everybody, aren't we, Louise?
We are, and I know you won't be sorry. You're just gonna have a great life with him. He's just the perfect boy, and
Thank you.
yeah, he's just going to go on and on to be, well, even greater. Yeah. Gonna miss him.
Definitely. Yeah, because these are the early days. He's been here 7 weeks. That's no time at all. You're working on recall with him already. I mean, it's phenomenal what this dog has achieved. So he really is a superstar, and he deserves a superstar home, doesn't he?
Definitely, 100%.
Is there anything else that you would like to say about him, Louise?
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully I've said, how much we've grown to love him. I think it speaks volumes, the fact that, we're feeling quite emotional already at the thought of letting him go. So yeah, just he's a big boy, remember, but he's a gentle boy, and he won't pull you on the lead. He's, as I said, his recall already is, he knows his name. He comes in when I tell him to come in, or if I call him to come to me. He's so I'm just thinking, where is he going to go? There's no end to what he's going to be capable of doing, because he's just so good now, and he's going to be even more amazing.
So
So
when you just, let's go back to that comment about him being a big boy. So you've got a Weimaraner and you've got a Labrador.
yeah.
How is he in comparison to Tia and to
Yeah,
Kaiser?
I suppose because of his fur, it makes him look a bit bigger, doesn't it? Because
Yeah.
he's a furry boy. But I just noticed people do say, "Oh, he's big." I mean, uh, he's bigger than Tia. You probably saw in the video, and he's probably a bit smaller than Kaiser. But Kaiser's a thin kind of breed, isn't he? So if you've just got him there, he's Yeah, I just think some people might say, "Oh, space-wise and what have you, the size, what size is he?" So he's, yeah, big in that way, but not in overweight big, or too big. He's just, well, you can see there. Look,
Yeah.
he's a
He,
standard
he's
size.
he sort of matches Tia. He's slightly bigger than Tia, isn't he?
Yeah.
But like you say, his coat is like 3 times, probably 4 times
Yes,
thicker
I
than.
imagine, yeah, with a few more fermentations, it would be half the size. But no, the amazing thing is he doesn't pull. He doesn't, although he's not good with cats. If he sees anything out on a walk, he won't pull you. Well, he'll obviously pay attention to them, but you can sort of just walk on, and he'll turn his attention away and focus on the walk. So yeah, he's just amazing.
Oh, thanks ever so much, Louise.
You're
So
welcome.
thanks for being here this evening and talking about the amazing Dali. And everybody out there, come on, this guy is absolute gold dust. In our world of Jindos, this boy is perfection. He's really, really super stonking and such an easy dog to have. So it would fit in to lots of environments. Anyway, we're going to say Thank you very much indeed for watching. Sending lots of love to everybody. And let's end the dog meat trade so that we don't have dogs like Dali who need to be brought over to the UK to find their homes. But in the meantime, let's continue to adopt brilliant dogs like Dali into brilliant homes. Our email address is thedogteamuk@gmail.com. And of course, we're on social media all over the place. Lots of love to you all. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Take care,
Bye.
everyone.